What are the best things about living in New Hope, Pennsylvania? We're going to go over the top 5 best things about New Hope, Pennsylvania. You're probably watching this video because you're not familiar with New Hope, which is completely okay. That's why I make all of these videos. New Hope is a small town in eastern PA with about a population of 2,500 people. All right, let's get started. Number 5 is the location of New Hope, Pennsylvania. I love the location. It's directly adjacent to the Delaware River, which borders New Jersey. So it's only about an hour to an hour and a half to the beach, or also known as the Jersey Shore. It's under an hour to Philadelphia, and it's only about an hour and a half to New York City. So if you're looking for the best places to live in Pennsylvania that are close to New York City, New Hope may be a great option for you, which is so cool to be able to live in a small town that borders a major river, is very close to a beach, and is less than 2 hours to 2 of the largest cities in the whole country. And the 4th best thing about New Hope is the school district. Niche.com gives the school district an A+ rating, and the school district that services New Hope is called the New Hope Soulberry School District, which is a public school, but there's also options for private schools in the area as well. And I guess even technically, if you lived in New Hope but wanted a private school, you could even technically be open to the private schools right across the bridge into Lambertville, New Jersey, and maybe some of the private schools that service that area as well. And speaking of options, that brings us to the 3rd best thing about living in New Hope, and that's the housing options. New Hope has an amazing downtown area, which we'll talk about later in the video. But because of that downtown area, there's every sort of housing options, from small condos right in the center of town, even condos that are right on the water that are overlooking the beautiful Delaware River. There's plenty of townhomes, single family houses, neighborhoods, maybe a little further out from the center of town, all the way up to multi-million-dollar estates. So pretty much whatever type of house you're looking for, New Hope has it. And on top of being super close to New Jersey, Center City, Philadelphia, and New York City, you're also very close to some local places such as Newtown, Doylestown, Dublin, Washington Crossing. You're pretty much close to everything you would ever really need. A lot has been recently happening with the homes in New Hope. Since the pandemic, a lot of people from the major cities are looking for places to move. And because of the people that have recently moved into the area of New Hope, that's also starting to change some of the styles in New Hope when it comes to the houses. Maybe some New Yorkers are bringing their taste and style, which is giving the New Hope real estate kind of a new and updated feel. Along with updating some of the real estate in New Hope, we're also seeing some new construction homes and developments being built in New Hope as well. Next up is the affordability of New Hope. So if you're familiar with New Hope, I know some people may think that New Hope is not affordable at all, but I also hear people say that for everything that New Hope offers and for the location of New Hope, it's extremely affordable compared to the bordering states of New Jersey and New York. Wallet Hub has the overall tax burden percentages for the whole United States, so I pulled PA, New Jersey, and New York so we can compare them. Comparing the whole United States, New York actually came in at number 1 for the overall highest rank when it comes to taxes. So the total tax burden for New York is 12.79%. You can see it broken down by property tax, individual income tax, and total sales tax as well. New Jersey came in at number 7 with a total tax burden of 9.98%, and Pennsylvania came in at a ranking of 23 with a total tax burden of 8.46%, which is why maybe some people in Pennsylvania don't think that New Hope is very affordable. But for those that are moving from outside the state, New Hope could be very affordable compared to the state that you're moving from. Because think about it, New Hope is a beautiful, small, redeveloping, maybe quirky little town that is full of things to do, has great school ratings, located about an hour to a beach and under 2 hours to New York City. And when it comes to the things to do in New Hope, that's what brings us to number 1, which is the things to do in and around New Hope. I could probably make a whole nother video just on the things to do in New Hope. But starting with just some of the things that you can do outside, obviously there's the Delaware River that is adjacent to the entire town of New Hope. So everything from boating to swimming to water sports, there's plenty of amazing paths that will bring you all throughout New Hope and even across the bridge into Lambertville, New Jersey. And overall, just another thing to do outside is honestly just wander around. There's so much amazing architecture and there's tons of artists in New Hope. So it's very common to see artists on the street painting on a canvas, or street musicians or street magicians. Magicians. And if you want to walk onto the bridge, there's a beautiful view looking over the Delaware where you can see miles and miles ahead. There's actually a really cool part on the bridge that if you walk to the center of the bridge, you can stand in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania at the same time. So that's a huge tourist attraction. Actually, all of New Hope is pretty much a tourist attraction just because there's so much to do. And when it comes to the winter time, there's plenty of shopping, both inside and outside. New Hope is very close to Lahaska, PA, which has the very famous Peddler's Village, which is a whole bunch of outdoor shopping and dining. Really cool. You should definitely check it out if you come to take a look at New Hope. But on top of that, there's tons of indoor and outdoor restaurants, breweries. There's this really cool place called the Bucks County Playhouse. It's actually a theater that opened in 1929. And there's a lot of local productions that go on there, and actually some productions that maybe start out there actually end up in Broadway and even beyond. Also, there's the train rides in New Hope, which is a very family-friendly local attraction. And because of the tourism in New Hope, there's also a lot of bed and breakfasts, Airbnbs, and things like that. So if you're thinking about moving to Pennsylvania and you're looking at New Hope, I would definitely suggest come to stay for maybe a long weekend just to be able to take in all of New Hope and really understand why so many people, including myself, love New Hope so much. If you're thinking about moving to New Hope or anywhere in Pennsylvania, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. I would greatly appreciate if you could like this video. It helps my channel out so much. I put videos like this out every single week. So if you're thinking about moving to PA, please consider subscribing. And until then, I will see you on the next one.